If you wanna,
Is that Mario or the radio?
It's a little bit of both. Yeah.
I know. Sign me up. Give me a contract.
I met Art before, and I always thought that Mart looked like a male Mari.
Mart?
Art. Well, might as well call him Mart, right? This is the lead singer of Everclear. I'm
You think
referring
he
to.
looks like me?
No, but
My dad?
you guys sound like twins.
Oh, we do.
They're both mumble rappers.
Yeah, he could be your dad. Yeah, I don't know. Talk to your mom. She used to be an
Like a nice
Everclear
guy.
groupie, right? Back in the day.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I will buy you a new house. Yeah, in Oro Valley. What's up? Good morning, everybody on the stream. We're live here. Obviously, we didn't do a show open bit because I played some audio for Richard Lewis's passing. It was good. It was a good show open, but the audio, you wouldn't have been able to hear on the stream. So I just said, fuck it. We're just going to go full live. I don't know if we're going to do a podcast for tomorrow because I am going to go to 191 Tool tonight. And I was going to have Greaves and Mouse Pound Studio, but they didn't route properly. So they're coming from El Paso last night. And so they weren't going to make it. Now, I might record a podcast with them later on today or tonight and then air it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. But it does seem unlikely. So if I do, it's going to be a great podcast because I've been looking forward to sitting them all down and hanging out with them. They're, wildly entertaining guys in themselves. Danny T, who we met on the podcast before, Mouse and Greaves, all have been on the podcast before. But to have them all in studio at one time, it's a party for sure. So we'll see what happens. We'll make it happen. But, I decided, I want to go out and enjoy their show tonight at 191 Tool. So why put myself through, the trauma of waking up after a couple hours and not even fully being able to enjoy myself. If I'm going to vibe out, right?
Yeah.
I definitely have, I could vibe out sober. For the record, I can.
Okay.
Right. It's not as fun though. So I like to try to get this like a good buzz, a good balance, a little bit of weed, a little bit of booze, just kind of mixed in, a good little crossfade. Not too much of a crossfade, not like, oh, I'm breaking into a cold sweat and I'm spinning and everyone's staring at me type of crossfade. No.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Which I've been there. I've been there at the Smashing Pumpkins concert, actually. Yeah. So I don't want that.
The world is around.
Yeah, that's terrifying. But a nice little balance buzzed, and then you're vibing to the melody and the beat, dropping that.
That's
right?
sweet spot.
I'm already grooving that. So yes, that's what's happening.
May I stay the night here?
Are they gonna spend the night in the studio? No.
They could.
They could.
I did that once.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one. I mean, plenty of people have slept in the studio. Adam, our co-engineer, is a victim of that. He does that more often than not. To where I actually kind of like wonder if he has a place to live. I don't know. I've never seen it, but I have seen him on the couch early in the morning several times. And not even on the couch. Adam had a habit of sleeping in the conference room on the floor.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I would come in, and even during pandemic, I would be the only one in the building, but then Adam would be in the building sometimes. And I would think, oh shit, he did it. He's done. He's dead. Like that would be how I would wake up in the morning before I do my comedy show. Oh no, I like Adam and he's dead on the conference floor during pandemic. Great. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do some dick jokes in honor of Adam. Right.
So what he would want.
Yeah. So and luckily he's never died. So that's good. And but he will still kind of be looking like he's passed out on the carpet. Let me say hi to all the streamers here. Good morning, Chef Gary. Chef Gary in the building.
We should have him on soon.
I know, Gary. I mean, hell, Gary, if you're in the neighborhood, you can swing by. We got an open chair. I did get Andrea. Andrea commented on my Facebook page yesterday. She was mad because we had the guy who dances on Congress in studio.
She was mad?
Yeah, because she's never been in studio, right? Oh. And she's just like, well, when are you going to have me in studio? I'm like, well, what do you do?
Does she dance on Congress?
Yeah. Like,
What's like your trick?
I have to talk to her about this. I mean, she is a character. She's a little nutty, and I'm sure people would be a little terrified that she's in the building. But, the fact of the matter is, we had a guy who dances on Congress in studio because this is a guy who's doing something, right? Like, it's a passion project. What he's been doing is he's been dancing at Hotel Congress since 2017, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and in the playground. And he is the first person on the dance floor and the last person on the dance floor. Oh, wow. And yes. And so he starts dance floors. Now, to me, to you and I, that doesn't sound like too big of a deal, right? It happens. Well, he turned this into a brand. He started becoming like a local legend. And from there, he started developing merch for being known as the guy who dances on Congress. And now he has a little pop-up store and he sells t-shirts that literally have him on it with the catchphrase, "It's okay not to be okay." And he is turning his love of dance locally into a brand and a business. And so we had him on because of that.
Hustler.
Yeah. And then Rico and I had a dance off with him.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. And, with all due respect, the guy who dances on Congress, I fucking smoked him, dude. Like, legitimately.
Brand ruined.
Yeah, we
Destroyed him.
Destroyed
He's
him.
welcome to come
moves?
back.
Like the
What?
lawnmower? Like what kind of moves?
No.
Sprinkler?
I
Come
did the
on.
lawnmower.
Yeah, he did do the lawnmower. And that's why I destroyed Rico, too. So,
I don't know. The voters said opposite than that. So
who's the voters?
everybody on the stream that said Rico killed it. Rico was the best dancer I've ever seen.
No.
He should be a Jabberwocky.
No one said that.
And they did.
Nobody
You just weren't
said-
paying attention because you
I-
were too busy shaking your butt.
First off, I read all comments and I
Go
had
back.
time to read because I couldn't breathe. So, if you don't believe me, let's be the judge. I'll play it for you real quick.
Oh, I would love to see this.
Oh, I know you would. And
Yeah, watch the edit. Just be beef dancing. That's it. He's scared.
first off, did you not watch the edit? I tagged
I
you
did.
in it. You didn't share it.
I didn't.
If you
I
felt
didn't want
like
to brag.
no, if you felt like you won this dance battle, you would have at least shared it to your stories, bro. And I actually made you.
I already won the war. Why would I care about a battle?
No, see, I don't think he actually did feel good about his dance.
I'll do it
moves.
again. I'll dance you right now.
All right, Mari, you be the judge, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull this up here.
All right. Let's
The dance off. There was a couple clips that we posted, and the Butter My Balls. We did a song for that, by the way. But yeah, this is the clip.
He cheated with the chair. See?
Slow mo. Solo. Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
robot.
Yeah.
See,
All
beef
right.
dance is like my drunk ad in a Guns N' Roses concert.
No. So, in all fairness and honesty,
Nope.
yeah, all fairness and honesty, who won that dance battle? It was a battle. We were looking for a champ. We were looking for a winner, and we were looking for a loser. Okay.
No losers, I see.
And no winners. Let's move on.
I see. A winner of the booty shake would be you.
Yep.
A winner of the arms would be you.
Well, yeah, you got
Cool.
Arms McGee here.
Thank
That
you.
every day is bicep day, like a nerd.
Every day is butt day for beef. Butt day.
Every day is butt day.
Enjoy your butt day.
I am the Diddy of morning radio.
Oh God. There's
Have
a
you-
t-shirt.
Have you been following the Diddy drama? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So allegedly, and this is allegedly, it's not even rumors because just like Vince McMahon, this is a lawsuit. So there was a 76-page lawsuit against Diddy. This is another one on top of many other like sexual misappropriations that Diddy allegedly committed. In fact, actually, he has settled out of court already a couple times for big money. For big money. The latest allegations are most salacious because it does state people that he was in sexual relationships with without saying their name, but it says in the details at the bottom, one being a rapper from Philadelphia who was in jail, right?
Nicki Minaj's boyfriend. Right?
Yes, and that's Meek Mill, right? And then the other being an R&B singer who just performed at the Super Bowl. So they made it just say
So
Usher,
vague.
bro. Just say Usher because that limits it to one. So there's no reason not to say Usher
God.
at that point. Like you're not protecting anybody at that point. The whole so
A rapper that says yeah a lot.
yeah. Well, no, there's a lot of rappers that say yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's only one R&B singer who performed at the Super Bowl, so they nailed it. Same thing with the Vince McMahon good like court filing because they named Brock Lesnar without naming Brock Lesnar because they said he was negotiating with a WWE wrestler who used to be a former UFC heavyweight champion. So that's only one. So it's again, just say it then. Hey, because the details that you use to describe these alleged perpetrators are essentially giving your social security number anyways, right?
For real.
Well, we don't want to,
Name names.
yeah, we don't want to say names. We don't want to be liable for anything. But it was
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Crazy.
it was the artist who released "Let It Burn" and yeah, with Lil Jon, and just performed at Super Bowl. So yeah, that was interesting stuff.
Specific.
It's so specific. You got your would you rather's?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. We're gonna get on here in about 15 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah, and get into that. And so you guys keep those comments coming. Let's see. Did you do slow-mo for Weirdo getting hit with the balls? I did actually. And
With balls.
we played the beard ball game. This thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beard ball.
Rock 1 2.1 KF, man. We can play beard ball with you, Mario, if you're getting jealous. I will show you real quick. This is the slow-mo that I did on it. And that's on KF Main. So if you didn't know, yesterday on the stream, and this is just on the stream, because we like to do radio fun, but we also like to do video fun. And so we did Beard Ball, which is a game that I was gifted at from a salesperson. And so we had Weirdo wear this fake beard, and I threw balls at her beard, and the object is get the balls stuck in the beard, right? And so I had 2 balls, as you would. And so then I was asking streamers, how many balls do you think I'd be able to get on the beard? All right. And so a lot of them guessed. And so I went in, and this is the first one. Boom. That's one. Nailed it. All right, here we go. I'm going for the second one. Got the first one down. And luckily, I got good aim. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. That was not great. That is slow-mo.
Okay. Thank God. That's why it comes with glasses.
That's why it comes with glasses. So, so yeah, that's the slow-mo version of that. You can see Weirdo getting hit in the face of my balls in slow motion at Instagram of Rock1 2.1 or Beef Vegan. All right, it is Thursday. We got Mari in the studio, as you can tell by that beautiful laugh. So that means it's time for another rendition of Would You Rathers. So she gives us these weird scenarios, and Rico and I have to pick one or the other and why. There's no escaping this, Rico. All right.
Oh boy.
All right. So here we go. Are you ready with your 1980s jean jacket?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. What's the first would you rather?
Okay. In honor of the steampunk convention this weekend,
Yes.
would you rather go back in time and be a Wild Wild West cowboy
Okay.
or a samurai?
See, I already know both of our answers based off of what we're fans of. Now, I am, of course, it's no secret that I love playing the game Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm a Red Dead guy, and I am basically a cowboy in my mind for a couple hours a week, for sure. So I would go back to the Wild West. It wouldn't be the same, but at least I know how to skin and hunt animals, and my quick draw is pretty fast. But Rico recently started geeking out about a new show. What is that show, Rico?
Shogun.
Right.
Shogun.
And you watched the new show. Now, there's a lot of good critical acclaim about the show and a lot of buzz around it. What did you like about this show?
Everything.
Yeah, but can you be a little more specific?
It's like, well, yeah. It's like kind of like Game of Thrones, high production value, great story. It's kind of a reboot from an old series, but so far so good.
Yeah. So
samurai.
Am I correct in assuming that you would then pick the other option, not the cowboy option?
No, they didn't play poker in this show.
You know what they did play though?
What? Swords?
Craps.
Did you play craps?
The dice game,
Samurais?
the dice game Bones and Craps is one of the oldest games on the planet. Ancient Chinese culture actually invented it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking Japan.
It doesn't matter. It was close enough. Have you seen Japan? They love gambling.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Love very interesting vending machines.
Yeah. And that's probably ingrained in their DNA.
I would still say cowboy though, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough, dude. You wouldn't last in the Wild West too much, but
if there was a dance off, you'd be dead.
They didn't have LA Fitness in Tombstone back in the day. I'm just saying. All right, what's your next would you rather?
Okay, these are world records. Would you rather be covered in 140 pounds of bees or put 43 snails on your face for 10 seconds?
Whoa. What?
So these are both world records.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So people actually hold those
So
world
fame and
records.
glory for each one.
Yeah. Let's see.
Say the first one again. What was it?
Okay, covered in 140 pounds of bees.
Okay.
Or snails.
Or
Yeah.
43 snails.
On your
Oh,
face.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Which did you pick, Rico?
Snails.
Okay. And why?
Because it's not bees.
All right.
I won't get stung.
The bees.
Yeah.
Not the bees.
I would 100% go for the bees. Okay. For a couple reasons. One, I would be like the bee king, right? My outfit be buzzing, and that would be cool. It would be great pictures for the gram. And most importantly, I would not do the snails on my face because essentially I would feel like a porn star in a GB scene. Yes, that's exactly what it would feel like. And that's what you want for 10 seconds all over your face, Rico.
I was going for the escargot angle, but
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
No, yeah. You would essentially be the queen of bukkake is what they would call you. And that's not good. I'd rather be buzzing, cousin. So I'm going with the bees.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's the straighter answer. So feel ashamed. All right, what is your final would you rather?
Okay, would you rather fight a hippo with wings or a robot crocodile?
A hippo with wings or a robot crocodile? Rico.
A hippo with wings, because those wings would be very interesting to see.
That's
Some
true.
very strong wings.
A robot crocodile, is going to murder you quickly, right? You know this. Crocodiles are already kind of like, God's assassin. And they're well-designed killers.
But those hippo videos on YouTube, man, they're terrifying
Yeah,
too.
they're supposed to be really deadly.
They are super vicious. But I assume that when they're flying, you can see them from a mile away. That gives you plenty of time to run and hide. You know what I mean?
Enough time to grab those balls from the board game and throw it in its mouth.
Yeah. And destroy them like what is that? I'm not too keen on biblical references, but the short guy and the giant.
David and Gordon.
Cain and Abel.
Yeah, that one.
No, not Cain and Abel.
No.
Whatever. So one of our streamers knows.
Giant. Yeah.
I'm brain farting. So
Goliath and David.
Yeah.
David and
Yeah.
Goliath,
I
dude.
said
And you
David
did it
and Gordy.
dyslexic. Yeah. So you would David that hippo.
Sling.
Whatever. The whole conversation was stupid from beginning to
With
end.
snails on my face.
You're my bukkake queen. All right, we're keeping the
saving
conversation.
your life.
Keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, clear. Yeah.
I'm killing winged hippos with my bukkake face. Do you mind?
It's supposed to be good for your skin, though. They make like snail cream for your skin.
Have you said
Okay.
excuse many times?
Yeah. So it's bukkake. I mean, their faces glow as well. But do we want good skin that bad? Not really. I'd much rather be Leatherface at that point. Call me not weird.
I'll take crevices over bukkake. I'm not weird.
Every day of the
That's
week.
right.
Yeah, so there you go. That was that. All right, let me refresh your memory on Butter My Balls, because I don't think Mari was in studio or knows this reference, but I had a weird dream the other night. I made a little clip about it, and this is how it went. This morning with a crazy, vivid dream. It was like a marketing dream, right?
A marketing dream?
Yeah, a very odd marketing dream. Like, you ever see those like local commercials for local services?
Oh yeah, love them.
Yeah, so it was basically like late night local commercial, and it was for a roofing company. The roofing company was called Butter My Balls.
Oh
Yeah, it was very odd, and I remember so vividly. Not only the commercial and how the graphics were overlaid on the commercial and the kind of the over the top campiness of the commercial, but also people referring other people to this roofing company, being like, "Oh, you got a leak in your roof? You got to get the Butter My Balls guy." All dreams have a meaning, and I'm trying to wonder if this Butter My Balls roofing a dream had to do with the protest of the conflict in Middle East or the COVID lockdowns and how that's affecting our children. I know it has to do with one or the other.
It's got some Freudian undertones in there for sure, but I don't think there's any dream books out there that cover the Butter My Balls or roofing guys.
Well, I know it's one serious issue or another. All I know and for sure is that it's not gay whatsoever. Like it is either about the Middle East conflict or it's about COVID lockdowns. Definitely
Purely hetero.
All right, so that was the clip, right? So with that though, Rico made a joke saying, "Well, we got to make a song for that, right? A rap GPT song,
A jingle.
yeah, because again, it was the dream itself wasn't sexual whatsoever. It really wasn't. It was 100% this like campy local commercial aspect of the dream. But people kept saying over and over again they were referring, and like Anthony, our streamer, he's a roofer, right? So they might as well have been referring Anthony, right? And they're just saying you got to call the butter my balls guy. You just say, if you have any roofing issues, you got the butter my balls guy.
Why would you not?
Yeah. Like I heard that over and over again. Many different faceless strangers in my dream referring another stranger to the
You
butter my balls
moron.
guy.
Call him.
And it was such a vivid dream. I woke up and that was like literally the first thing in my mind. I was like, what the hell was that? And I took to my phone, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. And so I basically took that information. I went to ChatGPT and I said, you got to make me a jingle for this, right? Yeah. And we performed it today. I did get some good instant feedback. One of those messages was from Anthony himself. Who does own a roofing company. And I told him, I was like, hey, you want to go in business together? You do all the work. We'll do the theme songs.
Mhm.
We're good to go, and
The
he
marketing.
said, and the good news is he said deal. So I feel like we're going to get rich. Yeah. Yeah. Because first off, Anthony's going to stay busy. And
So will we.
yeah, we'll stay busy
We'll
making
stay very
butter my
busy.
balls songs.
Just dancing as he's working.
Yeah.
You got the moves.
balls. butter my
Yeah. We
balls.
definitely got the moves. You've seen that.
Everything's aligning.
Yeah. So if you guys did not catch the song, you're in luck. I did record it. Here it is. Yo. It's butter my balls roofing, the name's on fire. Climbing roofs and taking you higher from dawn to dusk. Our crew won't tire. Quality service, that's our entire empire.
Referrals rolling in like a thunderstorm. Satisfied clients, testimonials warm. We weather the challenges in any form. Butter my balls roofing, breaking the norm.
Seal the deal. We're the real deal. Called Butter My Balls guy. Our skill will heal. Roof game strong. We make it surreal. Top tier service. That's the appeal.
Call the butter my balls guys, singing loud. Roofing excellence, cause we stand proud. Customer satisfaction, our common ground. Butter my balls roofing, we wear the crown. Shingles align like a symphony. Gutters clean, precision's our decree. Rain or shine, we're the remedy for all your roofing needs. Just wait and see.
Word of mouth spreads like wildfire. Happy clients, our everyday choir. Our roofing game, we inspire. Butter my balls roofing, we never tire.
Seal the deal, cause we're the real deal. Call it butter my balls guys, our skills will heal. Roof game strong, we make it surreal. Top tier service, that's the
Call the
appeal.
Butter My Balls guy and singing loud. Roofing excellence, we stand proud. Customer service, all common ground. Butter My Balls roofing, we wear the crown.
Shingles and beams, we inspect with care. Fixing up roofs, it's a craft we wear. No job too big, no challenge too rare. Butter my balls roofing, beyond compare.
Elevate your shelter, that's our aim. From foundation to peak, we play the game. Referrals pouring in, there you can claim. Butter My Balls roofing, building the fame.
Precision in every nail, every screw. Roofing dreams, we make them true. Satisfied clients, a growing crew. Butter my balls roofing, that's our cue.
So seal the deal. We're the real deal. Call Butter My Balls guy. Our skill will heal. Roof game strong. We make it surreal. Top tier service. That's the
Call
appeal.
the butter my balls guys, singing it loud. Roofing excellence, we stand proud. Customer satisfaction, our common ground. Butter my balls roofing, we wear the crown.
So when your roof's in need, don't be shy. Call the Butter My Balls guy. Don't be shy. Call the Butter My Balls guy. Oh my, the Butter My Balls guy. Oh my, the Butter My Balls guy. Don't be shy. Call the Butter My Balls guy. Oh my, the Butter My Balls guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you have it. Yeah.
If you didn't have a roof, you want one now.
Exactly. Yeah. And we had Taylor call in, say that she loved it, made her morning. So, if we excite just one female
Just one
listener with our
female.
song about balls, then we did our job.
You're winning.
We win.
Yeah. So,
Call the
and-
butter my balls guys.
yeah. And how did I get ChatGPT to write that song
I
for me?
know.
I said, butter my walls.
Oh,
Hack. Yep. That was a hack. And then we just switched the W to a B and then done. Because
Humans win.
ChatGPT would be like, no, son. Yeah, I'm artificial intelligence.
You ain't
I'm
buttering balls on my watch.
too smart for this song. We talk about all the negatives about the AI, but there are positives about AI. And I think I accidentally deleted my show sheet, which I need to pull that back up. One of them is there are experts stating that AI could lead and will lead to a 4-day work week. So that's the good news.
And less pay.
Woo! Well, that's the bad news. Hey, 3-day weekend, son. Where are you going this 3-day weekend? Oh, I can't go anywhere. I can't afford it, but I ain't working, so that's cool.
I'll be siphoning gas.
Yeah. I'll be eating Wendy's at 2 a.m. when it's cheapest.
When it's only $17, not $25.
Yeah. We talked about that today too, how Wendy's walked back their promotion because they rolled out, they announced actually that they're going to roll out in 10 months, mind you. They gave a 10-month warning to American consumers that they were thinking about introducing this surge pricing dynamic based off of like Uber's business model, meaning that when it is more popular or the busier hours during their services and their rush, their burgers will cost more, but then the burgers will cost less during off-peak hours, right? So say around noon, that's lunchtime, and it's a peak hour, that's when Wendy's is busiest, their burgers will be most expensive. But if you try to get the same burger at 3 p.m., you're going to get that same burger for $2 less. Now, of course, people immediately started getting mad about this because they're more mad about not the prices dropping, but the price increasing and essentially it being like the worst part of capitalism. Now Wendy's tried to walk it back and was like, no, baby. Our burgers will be peak price. And then we're going to discount. We're just going to discount the food. We're not going to raise prices.
You got me
We're
wrong,
gonna
baby.
discount. Yeah, baby.
Got me all wrong, girl.
Problem is, though, people got to pay attention because before they do introduce this surge pricing dynamic that they're going to roll out, keep an eye on what the price of the burger is today. Yeah. Because if they say, oh, no, baby, our burgers were always $72. You're like, no, that's a lie. That is a lie, Wendy's. I can tell it was never always $72.
Keep your receipts.
Yeah. So Burger King is trolling Wendy's. This is an opportunity to remind people that Burger King still exists. This is what Burger King said. Let's see. They threw shade at Wendy's. They basically said they took to Twitter yesterday and said, we don't believe in charging people more when they're hungry. Right. Mm-hmm. And then they announced that customers can get a free Whopper or Impossible Whopper on February 28th and March 1st at participating locations if they make a purchase of $3 or more online through the company's app, right? Mm-hmm. So they don't believe in charging customers when they're hungry. They just believe in feeding them cardboard when they're hungry.
Fair enough.
I like Burger King.
Yeah. You do?
I do.
Well, I worked at Burger King, so I hate on Burger King. Once you work at a place, a fast food place especially, you're just like, nah.
That smell.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
And I see
pretty odorous.
When you see how the sausage is made, so to speak, then you kind of realize.
Is it frozen?
It is frozen.
Just in patty form?
They have a conveyor belt, right? A lot of times, during rushes is probably one of the worst times to try to get a burger because sometimes the employees will put the burgers too far up on the conveyor belt, so then it won't cook all the way through. But the problem is after it's cooked. So then what they do is they'll cook a shit ton of patties and then they'll throw it in this little steamer and it can sit there all day.
Oh,
yeah. So you get some like whack ass patty that's been out for like 3 hours, and then they put it on a bun and then they stick it in the microwave. It's the microwave that I don't like. Don't microwave my burger, son. It's like you're taking away the nutrients. You're making it like rubbery, but that's the Burger King way. That's how they've been doing it for years. And everyone knows it too. And they've been saying, hey, they've been saying to Burger King, if you want Burger King to be a player in the game, then you throw the microwave away and try to make things fresh, dude. Mm-hmm. It's not that hard. I mean, hell, In-N-Out made they showed everyone how it's done.
I just sent you Wendy's new ad to make me want surge pricing now, though.
Oh, you did?
Email? Yeah.
Okay, on email, on my Gmail?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me show this on the podcast broadcast stream. We are live, by the way. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. So this is...
I'm all about it.
Wow, okay. So, yeah, Wendy's is really just leaning in to the surge pricing and the future, basically a dystopian future that we're all going to live in. And this is their latest ad that they just busted out.
Whoa.
Yeah. They made Wendy look super hot, first off. And yeah, you see it right there. And she's holding, what is it? It looks like about $400. So it looks like she's going to get a combo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A combo at like 6 p.m. at night. Yeah. Interesting.
Hot cyberpunk
stuff.
Wendy is the right angle to go for.
That's the only way to go, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Did Burger King release that?
No. Uncle Rico did.
Oh.
Yeah. Now,
I'm convincing myself now. I'm like,
yeah, that is pretty convincing. I do love that image, and we're going to use that as the thumbnail for today's podcast.
yeah.
Today is Leap Day.
Yes.
You know that, right?
Yes.
It's not always great to be born on Leap Day, though. Have you ever
No.
had a friend who was born on 29th?
My friend Rhonda, she's 6 years old today.
Oh, well, happy 6-year birthday.
Uh-huh.
What is she going to do
Woo.
to celebrate? Go out to the bars and bang a rando? That's weird for a 6-year-old. Don't do that.
Jesus.
Yeah. She's been doing it since she's 4. Not cool. Blame her parents. Anyways, there are downsides, 4 indignities that Leap Day babies must endure. And I didn't even think about this or consider this until I came across this Reddit thread. So here are the 4 indignities they have to endure. First and foremost, they have to suffer the same joke every 4 years. Right? So we just did it. So if you're born in 1984, you will hear happy 10th birthday, right? So it's not all Leap Day babies love those kid themed birthday parties either. But there are Leap Day babies that literally will be 35 years old and have a kid themed birthday because technically they're only 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So not cool, right? Same joke every 4 years. You don't want to hear that joke over and over again,
No.
right? All right, here's another one. And this one is like an everyday first world problem. Computer systems and online forums.
Yes.
Yes, because they don't recognize February 29th as a real day. So imagine, like, all the time and you're like trying to fill out anything. You're starting a social media page or, you're trying to set up an account online, whatever the case may be. They ask for your birthday. You try to put it in and it's not there. Right. So
It's so sad.
Right. I think in most scenarios, you can go February 28th or March 1st. But, people were born on the 29th. They're super proud of it. And they don't want to say their day is anything else. Even the DMV still has issues with it sometimes. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So they're just like, nah, that's not a real birthday. They don't recognize it.
They're off the grid, man.
Yeah. Now, problems getting carded. There's a ton of Leap Day babies that had bouncers accuse them of using a fake ID because there is no February 29th.
Yes.
Because bouncers are stupid, right, Rico?
That's right. We eat crayons.
What are you doing this weekend, by the way?
Looking at IDs.
Oh, yeah, you bounce at the Owls Club.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
It's okay.
Anyways, there's also plenty of confusion about when you get into a bar on your 21st birthday, right? Because they say your power hour. You can't do that on the 27th, right? Yeah. Even on the 28th, be like, sorry, bro, the 29th isn't tomorrow. It's the 1st. So you're screwed.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so you get problems getting carded. And then finally, Facebook has ignored them before. Some Leap Day babies celebrate on the 28th and some prefer March 1st. Facebook says it does send out alerts now, but some Leapers claim they've been ignored in the past. So meaning the birthday notifications, when it tells all your Facebook friends it's your birthday, so you get all those friendly little comments on your wall saying happy birthday. People born on February 29th don't get strangers saying happy birthday to them on their Facebook wall.
Damn.
That's oddly depressing.
Cold.
So that's the downside being born on today. But if it is your birthday, happy birthday to you.
Maybe. If we notice it.
I'm going to go to Facebook right now and see if I have any birthday notifications.
You know what grinds my gears, Beef?
What
On
grinds your
Facebook
gears?
when they say happy birthday, but they don't put the exclamation point at the end.
Oh, they
Really?
state it factual.
Just stated factually, like
Yeah.
With a period?
not enthusiastically. With the period's even worse. It's like
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah.
It is.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. That grinds my gears as well.
Grinds
Rico.
my gears.
Yeah. We're going to keep that conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
This and more gripes.
Yeah. You want to hear all the gripes? Join us.
Join us.
Yeah, got to do a lot of talk on the air today.
You should definitely do a fake ad thing, like brought to you by Butter My Balls Roofing.
What about my house?
Well, we did that already. We already did a
But
theme song.
like insert it every once in a while.
Yeah, this is a very sexy cyberpunk though, dude. I mean, when you're going to get AI art, you don't hold back on hotness.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good for you.
Damn redheads.
Good for us. Oh, yeah. Super fan.
Super fan of redheads.
Oh, snap. Let's see. Am I supposed to announce this? Let's see. What was announced?
Butter
today?
My Balls has 25% off this weekend only.
Okay, good. All right. So Cage Elephant was just announced. Again, don't get too excited. It's not in Tucson because it's a Live Nation show. So like I said in my rant the other day, until Live Nation owns a venue in Tucson, we're not going to get these shows in Tucson.
Is that in discussion, you think? Ever?
I think one day for sure.
What do you mean?
them owning a venue down here.
Oh,
Any
I'm
expression?
sure. I'm sure they want to own all the venues. So, and
So sad we're at that point now. Like, just buy us.
Yeah, but
just come
I
on,
want a
corporations.
concert.
But places like the Rialto and Fox Theater, they won't play because there's a lot of heritage there, and it's and Rialto's like a publicly owned nonprofit. Now there isn't any large like amphitheater besides the one that's owned by the casino. So until like a privately owned amphitheater opens up in town that Live Nation could buy out, then we're just not going to get it.
And the TCC is not.
TCC again is a city-owned property.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're not going to sell
Arena, Raffi Arena.
Now, Live Nation has and will do shows at the TCC,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
but it's not preferred because they don't get all the money. So their business model is to make all the money. It's not just ticket sale money. They want, beverages, they want parking, they want all of it. 360.
Wow.
All right. So the Cage Elephant Neon Pill Tour was announced, and it is going to be on July 5th. Fuck that. It's going to get canceled. Starring Cage Elephant with Young the Giant and Baker. And so, yeah, they have to do it. See, they own Talking Stick Resort and Amphitheater, but they know. Like, first off, we went through a winter that was one of our most mildest winters that we've had so far. So I would bet the house that it's going to be a scorching hot summer.
So hot, July 5th.
And if you think like, okay, it wasn't that bad, down here in Tucson, and that means it wasn't that bad in Phoenix, and that's a heat island.
Was it disturbed that had their equipment melt?
Yeah, and that was in July as well, around the same time. Yeah. Disturbed, it could not go on stage because their equipment would not work. So
the lead singer was melting.
Yeah. Well, Draymond. He looks like it. Burn. I'll look like it too.
Sick burn.
The one thing I don't like about David Draymond, and he's super nice, and obviously
nice,
like him. Yeah, and he gets super nice with the crowd, but they keep posting these social media videos of him like creepily talking to kids in the crowd at Disturbed shows.
Oh.
And the way he talks, maybe you'll like it, but as a guy, I'm like, man, because he's like, hey, little buddy, but he does it in a weird way. You know what?
Clown talk.
I'll pull it up. You'll see what has been.
Oh no.
Yeah, because he does this.
Hey kids.
No.
But he has kids, right?
More Biden-esque.
I don't know. To be honest with you, here these kind of videos go viral all the time.
Yeah, he's got a kiddo.
Good.
So he understands.
Okay, so yeah, but then see he's creep. So here's one that I'll show you. Or he's just talking to a little girl. Now I'll cringe at this, even if it's cool or whatever. But watch.
Oh, I saw this. I thought it was cute.
Sophia.
You would.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. Sophia, is that you? You grew up a little bit. So, just so everybody understands who this little lady is, this is the young lady that I unfortunately scared the hell out of during the summer. It wasn't me? Okay, was it the fire? It was the fire. The fire was kind of scary.
I get creepy vibes from this, dude.
Yeah.
This is kind of like Pennywise stuff, and it's like fine, like
Did that
again, I
scare
like
you?
Draymond. Yeah,
Do
he's
you not
Sophia.
like being scared?
Yeah, hey baby. It's like,
What scares you, Sophia?
dude? Yeah, like look,
You have a
obviously,
daughter.
I have a daughter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I wonder if you're like on high alert around.
He is 9
I
years
am.
old.
If David Draymond, not the rock star, if a guy that looked like David Draymond walked up to my daughter
Hey,
and was
I
like,
scare you?
"Hey, baby," I'd be like, "You're gonna fucking die,
I'm
dude."
gonna destroy you.
Yeah,
right now.
man. Yeah, stranger fucking danger.
Yeah.
And I'm not like alleging anything. I'm sure again, David Draymond seems like a nice guy. There's no reason to think that, except the creep factor is elevated to 100 when he posts videos like this, and it's constantly. Here's a kid that knows better. So check this out.
He's like, all right, I'll give you 5. I'm very proud of you. You did a great job. All right. He's like, yeah, whatever. Good job, Dad. Appreciate you, dude. Look at this little.
If I was the band, I'd be like, "Hey, David, let's not focus on kids so much while we're doing the show. Like, let's just I don't know, like what happened to like looking out in the crowd and wanting women in flashes or something? You're looking around. Is there a 6-year-old that like don't turn into the Michael Jackson of metal? Is what I'm saying. I know. I'm sorry. I'm obviously burning bridges. I mean,
That's
our video,
ignorant.
my biggest video on YouTube is just conversating with David Draymond. I should be very appreciative, and I am. And he was super kind. But again, I'm tired of seeing, and it just seems like it's on the thread.
It's friendly advice.
Yeah, dude.
Just like, stop doing that.
Here's another example. And he gets creepy with ladies too. I'll show you that too. The kid did not seem like he was enjoying that, by the way.
I think the fan interaction's sweet though.
Okay, well, yeah, that's good. I know this. You're a fan.
Yeah, but for the doubt is like, yeah, he's gonna make sure the kids know his music type of thing.
So what's your story? You're holding a picture.
This picture up to me the entire show. What's going on?
This is my best friend, Mark. I've known him since I was 11. He told me to make a sign for the show, got taken, but he unfortunately lost his life to addiction. January 7th.
That's sad. I'm gonna move forward.
I know, silly. That's gonna make me cry. That's
I saw
so
that
sweet.
vibe coming. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, beef?
Well, I noticed that I've been friends with
Alright,
him. I was like,
next
he's alive. And then she's like, he lost.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah!
So yeah, lots of.
At least he didn't go. Did he come down with the sickness?
You know what's great though is that there's not as many like interacting with kid videos as I assumed, but maybe it's my algorithm and so like what the fuck is going on? But when I am on the KFMA, when I'm acting as KFMA on Instagram, those Disturb videos pop up all the time, and it's usually like Draymond like interacting with a kid in a way that's just like over the top cheesy to me, and it was like,
Yeah,
I want
enough.
to say it's sweet.
Enough.
well, that's very good. It is sweet. He goes from like screaming and sounding like the devil to Mr. Rogers,
Yes.
and I don't like that. Stay in the
Stay in
devil
one lane.
Yeah, in the devil lane. Personal preference for sure. And I could be alone on that. And I know you guys, huge Disturbed fans, and we're at the show, and they have a show coming up. It should be coming up here in March. The rescheduled show. And to give credit where credit is due, because I do like these guys and I do respect them. The big thing about the cancellation that they did that I was going to be concerned about was the show was initially going to be on a Saturday. When we talked to David Draymond, we talked about it being on a Saturday in Arizona, and they did that on purpose. So then they had to cancel it. And I was like, well, they better reschedule on a Saturday, because so many times, bands have canceled, on a weekend and then rescheduled their show for a Monday. And you're like, well, fuck you very much, dude. That doesn't help. You might as well just not do the show. So they actually came back, and it's another Saturday. So when is it?
This Saturday.
Oh, Jesus.
Like literally in 2
Look
days.
at best promo ever.
Yeah.
Look at
With Breaking Benjamin and Ginger.
So bring your kids, and will he creep out your kid? We'll find out on Monday. Beef Figure Presents. It is this Saturday. Good to see.
Yeah.
All right. You going?
Well then.
No.
Yeah.
I've got a school event.
Well,
Preschool event.
Yeah, hopefully if you guys won tickets to that show, that you could go to it again. I did not get tickets to the show. Didn't buy tickets because I can't afford them. Didn't get tickets given to me.
Yeah. Do you get tickets anymore?
Not really. I know. I tell people this all the time. This is how the pecking order works, as far as tickets and free tickets. And this is unfortunate. And this is how Lotus has been since I came down here. I received more free tickets when I was up in Phoenix working at a not real station for free than I have since I came down here to commercial radio.
Really? I used to get a lot of tickets when I worked in promotions back in like 2013.
Yeah, those are good old days, right?
Good old
Yeah, they
days.
don't have those. So here's how it works now. Tickets, first and foremost, clients. All right, they get first pick. If you're an advertising client, you're going to get first pick of all the tickets that you would desire, right? Then below that, we got salespeople, right? Salespeople, it's clients, salespeople. Then you got management, right? You got management right there.
Wow. Third.
Yeah. Then you will, and then above that, of course, you got listeners. Listeners will get tickets for sure. And then you got promo kids, and way down at the bottom, way below, the Mariana Trench. You got on-air DJs.
You dig a little bit down that, and then you'll find you.
Yeah. See, the thing is, though, and as much as this, to their chagrin, as much as they're just like, oh, sorry, couldn't get you tickets. So like, all jokes on you, bitch. I'm locally famous, so I can get in pretty much anywhere. So if the show's at the TCC, I don't need your tickets. I'm just gonna walk right up, and they're gonna be like, "Here you go, beef."
Yeah, you got to hook up there.
Here's your
dude.
throne.
Yeah, so it works out in many places. So I had to make my own connections, just like I did in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Which
But
is such a weird. You would think like you would automatically assume the opposite, where they would give you tickets to go see shows to talk about it on the radio.
Yes.
You
Well, that's
know,
what
but I get
it used to be like.
right.
even more so for morning radio, or actually all DJs on the air, because it's not just promotion, it's content.
Mm-hmm.
That people want to hear. So it's like, the art of making art out of life is to have a life. If you don't have a life, you don't have the art to make out of life, and that's the point.
Somebody write that down.
Yeah, no, that's a quote that I stole. Actually, I just don't know who said it. I know. It's good.
Michael Scott.
That
Yes.
is, yeah, no, that the art of life quote and stuff is something that I have in my back pocket for when I do talk about, like renegotiating. Like, hey, the thing is, because
Gotta make art out of life.
well, look, this show is, taking the situations and about your life and turning it into art and comedy and entertainment, right? To your experiences, you're sharing them with others, and that's essentially my entire that's the entire format of this show. The problem is, my cost of living is more than what I'm making. So I am literally like a hostage to my financial situation, to where I choose not to go out to be responsible just so I can pay that stupid electric bill,
America.
Yeah. So there'll be nights that I would love to kind of go out, maybe bar hop or go to a couple events, hobnob with some clients and some friends that I made in the community, date. Yeah, I know all those things. I'm like, well, actually, I can't do any of that. I'm just going to stay at home, get stoned to play Red Dead Redemption, because that's all I can afford. Right. So,
Even John Marston can't get into a concert.
Yeah, and well, I mean, luckily for me, I do love live entertainment, and getting into this business, you get a free hookup. That's how Rico and I met too.
Mhm.
So I've been plenty
Hobnobbing?
of shows. I think I bought tickets to none of them.
Ooh.
I don't even know if I've ever paid for tickets for a live event, with the exception of some local shows here and there. But I do it out of charity, even though I'm on the list. Like I'm gonna go to the show tonight when I went Tool. I'm not paying.
No.
No, absolutely not. They're my friends,
Mm.
and I don't have it. So
It's weird. When I first met Beef, I remember he was in front of me, and I was like, "This guy's in my way." And I was like, "Excuse me, sir, how much did you pay for your tickets?"
Yeah.
He goes, "I didn't pay for these."
yeah, and I got the best seats in the house, and my
Best.
drinks and my food's gonna be comped. I'd love the Tempe Improv. It was seriously like when I was connected to the Tempe Improv. Not only would I get these like fantastic guests at my house each week, but they would say, "Yeah, you come out, it's on us," and they did it. They would take care of you old school style. And this literally, I would not have gotten laid or had a relationship if it wasn't for my Tempe Improv or Comedy Club connection. Because when I would go on dates, and you're talking dinner and a comedy show and drinks,
Ooh.
it would have been a bill. I would get bills literally that would be like $200, and then at the very bottom you see 000, 000.
Oh.
Yeah, with a thank you. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, the good old days, man.
Oh, it's
The
so
good
good.
old days.
It's so good.
The Goodfellas scene. You're
I
just
know.
walking through the back door.
And
Yeah.
that's how comedy clubs are supposed to do it. So pay attention, laughs. Like, yeah, you guys invite us out and hook us up with some food and some drinks for free. And I think business would be booming.
You would think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tempe Improv started
A
doing that.
T-bone steak.
Yeah. Tempe Improv started doing that way back when. And they were the only prominent comedy club in town. And they
Mhm.
started hooking up like radio personalities and media with free food and free drinks. And their business grew, and other clubs then grew from it. Now there's like 4 stand-up lives. It's a booming comedy scene. We're talking to comedian Brad Williams. He talked about Phoenix
Yeah.
being like, a
A lot
hub.
of comics did say that. They said they loved the Tempe Improv when
Yeah.
they came through.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of stages, so there's a lot of mic times for up and coming comedians. But that all started with a comedy club giving free drinks to radio DJs. Laughs. All right, I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Wink,
Wink, wink.
nudge.
Yeah, so pass that message on. I'm sure the owner of Laughs isn't listening, but or any promoter there for that matter. I'm talking anyone at the casino, Fox Theater, Rialto, right? All their success from other businesses really started and stems from hooking up radio DJs with free drinks and food.
You know what's really funny too?
And tickets.
Back in those days, working the door and having to talk to the friends that would have to be the morning driver to go to radio shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. And then here I am.
I know. And
But
you
it was
missed out on
funny.
some good times, dude.
I know.
Yeah, because
I think I did Josh, what's his name, McDermott, a while back before Walking Dead fame and all that. But yeah, you probably had some good stories from back in those days.
Fantastic
Comics
stories.
coming through. A whole podcast on that, actually.
Well, I had a podcast for podcasts were popular, and we had podcasts. The podcasts we would upload would get like tens of thousands of downloads. It got so big that I couldn't afford to pay for the platform.
Bandwidth.
Yeah, I couldn't. And I had to stop doing it because I was having comedians on my podcast for an hour-long conversation, just like you hear today, before these same comedians started their own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Bert Kreischer and, Joe Rogan, all the heavy hitters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were on my couch. And then they would compliment me and then ask me questions.
Hey, how do you do all this?
Yes. And then they started doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Crazy to think about.
I know. I'm waiting for one of these sons of bitches to remember B for Phoenix, dude. Because they got a lot. Because here's the funny thing about every single one of those prominent comedians, right? From Roddy Piper to Tommy Chong to, Tom Green, right? They would all show up to my house on the west side of Phoenix, which is basically anywhere in Tucson. And the first thing they would say, they would immediately look at their watch, whether they're wearing one or not, and be like, oh, yeah, some came up. I only got like a couple minutes, right? So they immediately would set up their out, right? And I'm like,
too long.
Right. We got to make this brief, right? So they're just like, where the hell am I? Why am I doing this? Who the F is this guy? That was the normal reaction every single time. And then so I'm like, yeah, no problem. Just sit down and we'll ask a couple questions. So they would sit down in my living room, which, was smoke stained and whatever the case, I'm living in squalor, but I had a nice little studio set up and I'd start talking to them and then we'd start vibing and then we'd keep going. And then the show would end. It would be over an hour. And then they would hang out for like 30 minutes to an hour after the show, just BSing with us on the porch of my house to where then I would have to look at my imaginary watch and be like,
I gotta go.
I got things to do, guys. You got to go.
Yeah.
And I would have to forcibly kick them out. And this happened every single time. So our success rate on this is the reason why we were able to continue to get big name guests, even though we had no listeners. It was that, these guests were coming in.
They had a good time.
Yeah. And they were just like, wait a second, this is the best interview I ever had. And it's from some bonehead living in the ghetto of Phoenix. Like, whoop, whoop.
It's kind of cool. Yeah. Twisting the expectation around, though, is a good feeling.
Hell yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah. So, you know what? I actually got to reach out to Tom Green again because he remembers.
I
Biff
love Tom.
from Back to the Future. He won't. But still, I had him on too. It's good times. He
Tom's
actually,
a gem.
if you follow the Beef Vegan Presents Facebook page, if you look at the photo albums, you could actually see some of these big name comedians that we had at the house, an actual house studio that I
went
was
to that house
operating
once. I
out of.
remember that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so fun.
Yeah, people autographed the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, I basically looked like I lived inside a crack house, but there was
But it
no
worked.
crack. Yes, it did work for sure. Let's
Trap house without the traps.
Let's keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Your beef tip coming up after the darkness on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, so
I thought we were on the podcast only for that whole time. Well,
yeah, we were on.
juicy.
Kristen Cavallari is officially a cougar. Yeah, that's the sound that a cougar makes. But
A smoking cougar.
yeah, you know who she is, right?
I think blonde.
Yeah, she's the hot chick from the hills. She was married to Jay Cutler. Kristen Cavallari.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
You had me a cougar.
yes. Well,
Yeah, her boyfriend is a little young buck.
yes. Now this is how old we are. This is my point. Okay, we are officially old when the hot young chick from the hills is officially a cougar, and she is. She's 37. The dude she's banging is 24, and he's putting it down. And good for him.
He's handsome
Good
boy.
job.
Whatever. She's still pretty hot. So
She is. Yeah, no, she totally is.
boom. Yeah. Tempe of Proverbs break. Great. Todd, you coming to 191
Yeah.
Tool with me tonight? Jump on the stream. I sent you an invite.
He looks like every boy band mixed into one.
He's
He
a football
does.
And
player.
Fred Durst.
Is he a football
Yeah.
player?
Yeah, he was for I think Michigan or something like that.
Okay, so he's not even a pro football player.
No,
This-
he
loser.
quit that to model. So I don't know where she met him, but he's officially a model.
She's his agent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
And she's still smoking hot, dude.
Oh, she is. She's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
What a babe.
Babe Rooney.
Do you not know who she is, Rico?
I didn't watch that show.
Okay.
No idea, eh?
Is she Canadian?
No, she's from LA. She's from the hills, Laguna Beach.
Oh,
Laguna.
She's friends with Lauren, LC.
Yeah, duh.
she was on the OC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't be gay,
No,
dude.
I just watched Dawson's Creek. I don't watch any other stuff. Sorry. My bad.
Well, it's fantastic. It was.
I'll go check it out on Netflix when I get home.
I just crush it on her. I mean, I just know her mostly for being married to Jay Cutler, who's such a pud. Even though he's
Dude,
rich.
Jay Cutler. She's
Yeah.
married to Jay Cutler.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, they have
Oh
babies.
my
3
God.
babies.
Yeah,
3
yeah.
kids now. They're kids.
I kind of miss Jay Cutler.
And one of them were born with a chin. The other were born with Jay Cutler's no chin. I mean, this guy,
Chain smoking out the womb.
dude, looks like.
Oh God.
I mean, he looks like a thumb for sure.
Good for Jay, man.
No, they divorced, broke her heart, or broke his heart. Yeah, she was way too hot for
You know
him.
what I just found out yesterday too that made me weird couple and stuff?
Yeah.
Shania Twain got cheated on by a guy named Mutt.
Yeah,
What?
Mutt
I forgot
Lang.
about that.
Mutt Lang was a
What?
super producer of rock and roll. So he's rock and roll helped make her career. But at the same time, that was his pickup line. He would help make hot women's careers. So of course he cheated. And Shania Twain,
Mutt.
yeah.
Mutt.
And
I
Mutt
knew
looked
Mutt.
ugly as shit
I was gonna say
too.
he looks pretty muddy.
Yeah, dude. You didn't know Mutt Lang?
No.
He is a legend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
The more you know.
Yeah, he platinum
So it was in the cards basically from the get go with him being a trash can.
inspiring. Well, he's kind of like, in that era of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right?
Okay.
And then of course, so he was just super rich and successful. He was an aspiring musician. So that's how they linked up. But
Yeah.
then at the same time,
Shania Twain, bro.
she's
yeah,
on
yeah.
there. But that don't impress me much.
Oh, you.
I used to DJ weddings.
Hi, Todd.
Todd,
Hi.
getting ready for the Grieve show tonight. Are you rolling with me?
Oh,
Are you
that's
gonna be
tonight. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go.
dude. Yeah, well, you're the one who sent me the message geeking out about it.
That is true. I don't know what day it is anymore.
He has a Greaves Tracker app.
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to be on the podcast this morning, but again, their routing was all shit. So I think they're gonna be rolling through town by like 4:00 this afternoon. I'll make sure we're on the list though. And
You were how did you even find out about Graves to begin with, Todd? Out of curiosity.
I'm from the area.
Okay, that's right.
yeah, so he's from the Seattle area, and so what was the
Local.
underground buzz about Greaves before he was signed and somewhat of a national artist?
I
'Cause he
mean,
was a national artist.
the buzz was he was just another just kind of emo Seattle rapper. He had a good flow early on. I had to go way back and discovered that I owe him like $20 because I pulled his album Irreversible off of LimeWire. That was the oldest album I went and found he had.
Hell yeah.
So I owe him a couple bills there.
That's as legit as it gets right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
But his buzz, I mean, the scene at the time, I mean, we're talking 20 years ago now. So Seattle hip hop scene had a burgeoning, a blooming scene there, but I think Greaves and Macklemore were the two survivors.
No kidding.
Yeah, Todd got me on to Macklemore before Thrift Shop. Too.
Before Thrift Shop?
Before Thrift
Yeah.
Shop,
Oh.
yeah. And we were actually one of the first people to play Thrift Shop for sure.
Damn.
Yeah. That song came out.
Huge.
Yeah, it was a banger. And hell, I mean, Macklemore just played
2012.
at the Innings Music Festival, so he's still getting paid doing his thing. But yeah, white hip hop in Seattle. It's odd that was like a big thing. But it was.
There's a lot of other that's what survived. There was a lot of at the time, like Blue Scholars was amazing at the time. That wasn't white hip hop.
Yeah, but that's Seattle hip hop in general. So and then Greaves just released another EP with Mouse Powell. Mouse Powell's a Tempe rapper, or actually he's a West Sider, but
You got me into
live
him
in
hard,
Tempe.
man.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
So good on that ride back we took.
Yeah, man, he's got jams in this EP.
really good.
They got some good jams on it as well, and it's like melodic rap and a little old school, but Mouse's rhyme schemes on this last EP and the layers very impressive, and I was looking forward to talking to him about it on the podcast and clipping it up and letting other people know. But
Just ambush him Nardwar style tonight.
Oh yes.
I can, yeah.
Hey,
A whole bag of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so I'll hit you up later, Todd, and we'll have a good time tonight. I'll let you know when the show kicks off and all that.
Sure.
yeah.
Oh, you don't seem impressed. Do you not want to see?
Sorry, I'm mind is somewhere else right now.
Where
not
is it?
expecting-
He's getting picked up by him.
Work and sports.
Sports. Yeah.
Sports.
Sports. Well, Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We're back on the air, and we're almost out of time. We got Tom Marley, whose mind is on
Hi.
sports.
Now just say it hi. You mentioned my name. I feel like I should chime in.
Yeah, are you like
proper.
are you completely enthralled with LeBron James right now? He's been trending on Twitter for over 24 hours because
No. I'm
behind Victor.
offended that you say I'm on Twitter. How dare you dead name Twitter?
All right, fair enough. All right, we ran out of time. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the show on the FM side, but we'll keep the conversation moving a couple minutes on the podcast broadcast because I feel like
Drama.
Todd, I feel like we got to address these issues between
Yeah.
Todd Marley and I. YouTube.com/BFegan. Weirdos covering for Rob and Nash up next. Keep it right here on Rock 102.1. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish
It's X now. You send Zeets.
No,
It's going to give it to you.
You
we're
Zeet.
saying butter my balls, peanut butter cup. Yeah, no.
Balls.
Yeah, they we're saying
To
Twitter.
wit, I have no clue what you're talking about. LeBron drama? No idea. No clue.
Yeah. So yes, Lindsay, yes, I'm gonna miss you on the podcast as well. But like I said, I might, if I end up recording like a late night podcast with Mouse and Greaves and Danny after the show tonight, which is still a possibility. Then just check your notifications. We could be going live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. With the podcast that is going to be recorded. But if not, then we're just gonna say no podcast and do a 3-day. Why? Well, my bosses are out of town and I'm underpaid. So I'm going to take this opportunity to be like, fuck it, day off, bro. And I want to go have some fun at the 191 Tool tonight. So that's what it is. And I don't have anything else to promote, right? There's no hockey games this weekend. I didn't get tickets to Disturb, so I don't need to mention that. And what are you looking at, Rico? What
Blacklisted. No, I'm laughing at you.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something else that you're just like
Like
did you see
memes.
this?
I'm like, I'm checked out. It's meme time. Goodbye. Ta-ta.
All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. And so hopefully you all hang out with us again Monday morning. Mari's going to be in on the podcast on Monday as well. So I promise you we'll have a full week of great shows
Before she goes
next week that I'm working on. But again, just keep the notifications on. And if we go live at 9, that's what we will do. And you will see me with a very rambunctious drunk crew. And we'll do a drunken podcast late at night. It's basically Beefiga Presents After Dark. Yeah. If that happens, we'll see.
Swim.
They'll probably want to go home, but I'll be like, fuck you guys, you owe me a podcast.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
On the sidewalk.
That's cardboard cut out of them.
All right. So I appreciate all the comments. Don't forget to like on the video and, comment below the actual video once you see it posted. That helps the algorithm. But
If you need roofing, butter my balls.
yeah, exactly. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you around. See you around.
Bye.
Yeah, later.